Welcome back to Small Engine Velocity. This is Caesar, and I'm here to try to put this in today. Helicopter. Today, I'm going to try to remove this and the air box and the filter and this snorkel, this whole inside piece, and see if somehow I can get this to fit in place up here. Now, I had this already. This was off the back of my Ruckus here. If you can see, there's one there already, but it was a 90 degree, and I decided to go with a 45 degree angle to get that. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and use this K&N filter that I had from the Ruckus, even though now it's running an open velocity stack, but that's fine. You know, I'm not running through dirt or anything like that, and I already own it, and there's no warranty that I have to pay attention to. So, let's go ahead. I already got the seat and one of the side fairings off already, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the other side and get this this air box out. So here we go. Alright, you don't have to use an impact to put it on, because that would be silly, but you can use an impact to take stuff off, just so everyone doesn't think I'm crazy. Alright. Actually, this helps a lot, actually, because now I can see the suspension. And if I did want to change it, I could. I know now that it is not adjustable, which I was hoping for, but at least I can access it now. Now there are two hoses that come off. There is this, which I believe was the one that went all the way to the EGR, so this breathes out. So I guess I could leave that open. As far as this goes, some kind of crank release that also goes down to the bottom. I saw some oil coming out of it, so I might filter it. I don't know. We'll find out. Let me go ahead and try to fit the filter on real quick and do a little bit of cleaning in here before I move on. Alright, here's what it looks like. This is a 45 degree silicone hose. I got it from eBay, super cheap. I reused the clamp here, and I had a silicone clamp to hold the filter on. I actually 3D printed a bracket. Now, as far as what filter goes here, you can use anything that connects to a 1.5 inch opening on here. I have a K&N, but it came with my Ruckus, so I don't know exactly what the part number is, but I'll try to find it and put it in the description below, because there are some stuff in here. Of course, this tape was covered because I had a little connector that went in here for some of this rebreather stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and start it and see what this sounds like on here. Let me go get my key. You know, it's funny, you have all this stuff from other projects, and eventually you start to gather enough pieces so that you can have leftovers to build other things. Still need to figure out what to do with this. I don't know why in the airbox, but I know this is EGR, and I don't know if this is intake for the EGR, which is what it looks like. So I'm going to want to have that filtered because this is going into my my crank case. So I do have a filter here that I can strap down and put in here so that anything coming in here, I'm not pulling any dirt into my crank. Now this emissions stuff, I have no idea what it is. It says EPA. I guess I'm gonna ask some people online to see if this is something I can get rid of. Anyways, here we go. Let's give it a start. Oh, it sounded cool, and then it died. Of course, it's cold, and it hasn't been running all day. Can you hear that? It's pretty awesome. Now, what's cool is, for experiments later, if I do want to go filterless, this comes off by design, and I have a 3D printed velocity stack that I can put in its place. Just take the clamp off in my bracket, and there you go. Anyways, put all this back together, clip this, put a clamp on here to keep it holding down with some zip ties to keep it down here. Hopefully I can get so it's not running into my paint, and then I'm going to find out what to do with this. But so far it looks successful. Very short video on how to remove the intake. Now, the intake had a bolt here, a bolt here, and a bolt on the other side. The two hoses that went into here, and then there's a hose down here, and I'm assuming this held water or anything, something like that. Anyways, that's not a lot of weight, but it certainly cleared out a lot of stuff. All right, anyways, I'm gonna wipe down in here, do the zip ties. Hopefully this helps. Stay tuned for the there's gonna be an exhaust video in a couple of weeks, and then after I do the exhaust video, we'll also do a rejet on the same day, and then be ready for another speed test with the changes. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment below. I'd like to see a conversation get started about this. Ask me any questions you might have, and I will be sure to answer them. Thank you. Talk to you later.